Welcome to Dutchtown High School for the softball regular season finale on the REV Game of the Week. It's Santa Ma at Dutchtown here at Lady Griffin's Field. I'm Jeff Porsche. Corinne Wagaspack is with me. We'll take a break and we'll come back with the game. You're watching the REV Game of the Week.
Welcome to REV, delivering fiber-powered technology for both your home and your business. With phone service that connects you to what's important, internet that keeps your devices up and running, TV that delivers all the big moments, and security that protects how you live and work. All backed by local support teams right here in Louisiana. With 5-star service and reliability you can count on, we're ready to connect you to the people and places that matter most. REV.
Chris's Specialty Foods has you covered for tailgating this season. We do all the prep work so you can spend time enjoying your family and friends. Steaks, burgers, sausage, chicken, wild game, and many other great pork options. Our central location is now open on Wax Road behind the Walmart. And the new Highland location serves hot lunches and has a meeting space for your work team. New Orleans and Millerville are rocking as well. It's fast, affordable, and delicious. It's Chris's Specialty Foods.
Everybody loves Chris's.
B.T. Chapman and A.J. Pickett with Advantage Therapy are honored and excited to team up with Dutchtown High School's athletics. At Advantage Therapy, we are dedicated to helping our patients regain the highest possible functional status through one-on-one patient care. Advantage Therapy has spent nearly 2 decades providing both outpatient orthopedic physical therapy and occupational therapy to the people of Ascension and surrounding parishes. From all of us at Advantage Therapy, go Griffins!
Order like a champ at Raising Cane's. We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Here we are, Cypress Roofing, a woman-owned roofing company specializing in insurance claims. With the hurricane season right around the corner, give us a call.
Dr. Brian Hollis is Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Dr. Hollis has an excellent reputation for bringing state-of-the-art technology and the highest standard of patient care to Ascension. He attended LSU Dental School, and he completed a residency to become a board-certified specialist in orthodontics. An avid supporter in our community, Dr. Hollis is married to Celeste Pyron Hollis, and they have 4 children. Dr. Hollis, Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Grow up smiling with Hollis Orthodontics. Get to know SEC Heating and Cooling this year. Locally owned and operated by Stephen Conyer since 2013, SEC Heating and Cooling works with residential and commercial customers in Ascension, East Baton Rouge, Livingston, and surrounding parishes. SEC specializes in preventive maintenance, repair, and complete changeout and installation of energy-efficient central air systems. From professional sales and expert installation of central AC systems to repairs and ductless AC systems, we can handle all your needs. For total peace of mind, call SEC today.
No one teaches you what to do immediately after an accident. Once everyone is safe, your first call should be to an attorney, not the insurance company.
Don't let the insurance company take advantage of you at your time of need. Call the Title Law Firm. We'll walk you through what you need to do in real time.
But you can take advantage of the Title Law Firm's 30 years of experience.
Before you call your insurance, make a free, no-obligation call to the Title Law Firm.
Call 756-0007 when you're injured. You gotta call Title.
REV presents the Action Minute.
Here's the Clinical Director of Action Therapy and Wellness, Haley Leindecker.
Hi, I'm Haley Leindecker with Action Therapy and Wellness in Gonzales, and I'm here to show you simple exercises to improve shoulder strength and thoracic mobility for all athletes.
Resisted external rotation will strengthen your rotator cuff. Stand tall with your arms straight out and the elbow bent at 90 degrees. Keeping your elbow in place, rotate your arm outward against the resistance. For internal rotation, set up the same 90-90 arm position, but with the resistance anchored on the same side. Rotate your arm inward, bringing your hand towards the ground while keeping your elbow fixed. This is called open books and half kneeling. The resistance band is held forward with both hands. Rotate your upper body open to the side, pulling the band across while keeping your lower body stable.
Action Therapy and Wellness specializes in physical therapy, sports therapy, occupational, and hand therapy. Just remember, no referrals needed. Give us a call today.
Welcome back to the Rev Game of the Week. As I said, the regular season softball finale at Lady Griffin Field, Santa Maria and Dutchtown. Jeff Porras, Corinne Wagaspack with you. This is the second game in this this district matchup. The first one we covered, and Santa Maria won that one 16-6. As you see the coaches shaking hands, and you see right there Coach Nancy Insminger. She's the head coach at Dutchtown, and she was state runner-up last season. She's in her 20th season here with the Lady Griffins. And on the Santa Maria side, you have Amy Petrie, who has won 4 state championships. She's getting a drink in the dugout as she just met with the coaches and with Coach Nancy. She's won the championships in 2019, 22, 23, and 24, 253, 42, and 1 in her Santa Maria career. We are just about ready to go to the public address announcements. As you see right there, that was the game that was played not quite a month ago, but Santa Maria had the run rule in effect and won 16-6. We're going to go to the public address announcer for the introduction of the lineups.
Today's game features the Santa Maria Lady Gators and your Dutchtown Lady Griffins. First, we will announce the Lady Gators starting players. Leading off for the Lady Gators, the shortstop, number 1, Bailey Dakota. Batting second, the designated player, number 3, Riley Causey. Batting third, the catcher for tonight, number 8, Brooke Rabelais. Batting fourth, the second baseman, number 19, Devin Tanner. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 10, Olivia Johnson. Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 18, Katie Landry. Batting seventh, the pitcher for tonight, number 12, Kendall Landry. Batting eighth, the left fielder, number 2, Kenley Trish. Batting ninth, the center fielder, number 15, Madeline Stevens. And in right field tonight for the Lady Gators, number 31, Paisley Newman. And all the rest of your Lady Gators. The Lady Gators are coached by head coach Amy Petrie, assistant coached by Daryl Landry, Mark Mayer, Cliff Bear, and Brooke Ellisall. And now, fans, the lineup for your Dutchtown Lady Griffins. Introducing the non-starters for your Dutchtown Lady Griffins. Number 1, Chloe Kerrigan. Number 2, Logan Duran. Number 4, Isabella Stafford. Number 5, Jocelyn Chalmers. Number 8, Riley Ragon. Number 10, Olivia Landry. Number 17, Bree Vicknair. Number 25, Blake West. Number 27, Ella Chauvin. Number 32, Caitlin Hoagie. Number 57, Ainsley Hines. And now, the starting lineup for your 2026 Dutchtown Lady Griffins. Leading off the shortstop, number 6, Caroline Johnson. Batting second, the center fielder, number 29, Anna White. Batting third, the left fielder, number 12, Jenna Blanchard. Batting fourth, the pitcher, number 16, Brooke McNair. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 7, Sophia English. Batting sixth, the second baseman, number 88, Grace Berteau. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 37, Kaylee Wilson. Batting eighth, our designated player, number 35, Caitlin Janis. Batting ninth, the first baseman, number 9, Paisley Berry. And in right field tonight for the Lady Griffins, number 24, Lexi Acor. The head coach for the Lady Griffins is Nancy Ensminger. Assistant coaches are Tab Bourgeois, Leslie Marion, and Mike Janis. Team manager is Claire Lassard and Kaya Bourgeois. Everyone, please rise for the play of our national anthem.
we are ready for softball as we look at this records in District 5 5A. Santa Maria with a win could catch Walker and get into a first place tie. Live Oak right there at 6-4. East Ascension at 6-4 as well. Dutchtown and Prairieville are tied for 5th with 3 wins, although Prairieville has 8 losses, so they are a game back of Dutchtown in the standings, and then Denham Springs in last place. The batting order for Santa Maria, leading off, is Bailey Ducote at short. Riley Causey bats second, designated player. Brooke Rabelais, the catcher, bats third. Cleanup, Devin Tanner at second. Olivia Johnson, the third baseman. Katie Landry at first. And then batting seventh, Kendall Landry, the pitcher. Batting eighth, Kinley Trish in left. And Madeline Stevens in center bats ninth. And while we have a chance, let's look at the defensive starters for Dutchtown.
In the field, we've got Brooke Vicknair pitching, Kaylee Wilson catching, Paisley Berry at first, Grace Bertru at second, Sophia English at third, Caroline Johnson at shortstop. We've got Jenna Blanchard in left, Anna White in center, and Lexi Accord in right field.
So we are just about ready. We are about 4 minutes early on first pitch. We're flying through this one. I guess a couple people may be in a hurry, but this ought to be a good one. A big game for Dutchtown because a win could give them a chance at hosting a first-round playoff game. A win for Santa Maria, as we said, could get them back in first place. First pitch to Bailey Ducote is a ball, and we are underway.
Santa Maria's definitely got that target on their back this game, with Dutchtown looking for some revenge here.
Yeah, they lost by 10 on the 10-run rule on March 12th. That was a game that we covered, and the next pitch is a ball. So 2 balls and no strikes to the leadoff hitter, Ducote. Ducote, 467. Leads the team in at-bats and runs and stolen bases. There's a strike from Vicknair. Brooke Vicknair is 7-7 on the season, with an ERA just north of 4. She struck out 93 and walked 64, and she offers right there. So Ducote is now at 2-2, just on the way in the top of the first.
Looks like she's really working low in that zone, and it's working off for her.
Santa Maria at that 1-2 spot with Ducote and Causey have those left-handed slap hitters, and she tried to do one right there. Makes contact and is fouled away. So the count will remain 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's a beautiful day, mostly sunny, a few clouds in the sky. The wind is mostly blowing in from left field toward home plate. Not much of a wind, though. 2-2 pitch, slapped, foul. Count remains 2-2. Ducote, Causey, and Rabelais. 1-2-3 due up for the Lady Gators. 2-2. Did she go around? She did not, and the count goes full.
She wanted to.
Yeah, that was a good take right there. Just pulled away at the last second. So she works the count full after a couple of foul balls. And that's popped foul over the Lady Griffin dugout. Count remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. Just underway, no score. Santa Maria at Dutchtown, Jeff Porsche, along with Corinne Wagesbeck, to give you all the action as we're just hitting 5 o'clock. And that one is high, and she draws a leadoff walk. And so that's good at bat right there. Fouls a couple of pitches off and gets on base.
Yeah, great at bat. That all speed just quite didn't work.
Yeah, thought about chasing it. You saw her step up, but made the right choice. And now you got Causey, 425. Doesn't get any easier. Third baseman playing in. She drops the bunt, foul. She's in the designated player spot today.
Causey always seems to be aggressive early in the count here.
Yeah, and that third baseman, English, is expecting that bunt. She's playing way in. Also, Barry playing in a little at first. And pulls back and takes a ball. Ducote not going on the pitch.
Definitely anticipating her, too.
Yeah, she's got 14 bags. She's just waiting for her pitch right here. She is tied for the team lead with Devin Tanner with those 14 steals. And a strike called, so 1-2 runner still stays at first. So Ducote got a leadoff walk. She remains at first. Number 2 hitter Causey, 1-2, 1 out. Ducote's still at first. With 2 strikes, less of a threat of a bunt. That one gets away, and that's going to be a wild pitch and a advance to second for Bailey Ducote. So the potential first run is in scoring position. Count now 2-2 with nobody out.
Yeah, with the 2 strikes, too, definitely less of a chance to bunt, but also puts Vicknair in a position where this hitter is trying to get her to chase here.
And we got back-to-back full counts on the first 2 hitters. Very disciplined batters here, defending the strike zone and not swing at junk. 3-2. That's hit to short, and it's through the shortstop, Johnson, base hit. And the runner will go to second as they weren't even looking at her, and she just moved on. So they call that a double to left. Johnson could have made the play.
Yeah, seemed a little bit discombobbled after that.
Runner does not score. You have Ducote at third and Causey at second with nobody out. And now Brooke Rabelais at the plate.
Good position for Santa Maria B in here with no outs and 2 runners on base.
Yes, you should be able to get at least 1 run in here. Infield playing in. They're trying to potentially have a play at the plate on a ground ball. First pitch is a strike.
With Rabelais up as well is a good position for them.
And this is our chance to
once
again. Go ahead.
She's been hitting very well.
Yes, 500 on the year. It's also our chance to thank Chad Rabelais for providing the statistics for the Lady Gators. I was talking to Coach Petrie before the game, and she said, we're glad to have a guy like him because then I don't have to give you all the stats. So you can worry about the game.
Yeah.
And that one, the changeup misses.
That was a nice all-speed. Looked like Rabelais wanted that one.
2-1 to count. Ducote at third off of a walk. Riley Causey got the double to left. Three and 1.
That infield's definitely pulled in a little bit, but that outfield, I'd say, definitely scooted back.
Yeah, the left fielder is almost at the fence, Jenna Blanchard. That's her power alley right there. Wind is blowing a little bit in. White playing deep in center as well. And that's a base hit towards the gap, and it will get to the fence. 2 runs will score. And Acord has trouble getting it from underneath the fence, and it's a stand-up double, 2 RBIs for Rabelais, and Santa Maria leads 2-0.
That was exactly what you want to do right there in a situation with runners on second and third. That ball to the right field, center field gap is perfect to score those 2 runners. That was beautiful.
Yeah, and the outfield were not shaded in any sort of direction, just playing in their regular spots, and lots of room out there in that gap, in that power alley, and she pushed that ball out to right center and got a pair of RBIs, and Santa Maria up early with nobody out and another runner in scoring position, and Devin Tanner at the plate. Infield now playing back. Tanner has speed. She drops one to the pitcher. Vicknair to first, and it's 1-4. Runner goes to third, so you get the 1-4 sacrifice. Rabelais now moves to third, would be the potential third run of the inning right there. But Tanner did what she needed to do because that was only the first out of the inning.
Yeah, and they got a runner in scoring position once again, so it worked out.
And Johnson, fly ball, could potentially score another run as you have a courtesy runner for Rabelais. Failed to see that. Pitches a ball, I believe, or yes, it was. Trying to get, I believe that's Amari Long. It is Amari Long at third base, courtesy runner for Rabelais. So 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out, 2 runs in, runner on third. Swing and a miss, was way ahead of that one. It's a good pitch by Vicknair.
Yeah, she's definitely working inside on both right and left-handed batters.
Olivia Johnson, 425. She has 5 homers. Outfield playing deep. Ball high, 2-1. We mentioned this on Thursday when we had the game against Prairieville. They don't have any hitters that are like 15 to 20 home run threats, but everybody in the middle of that lineup has 4, 5, 6 home runs, so they are threats.
Yeah, it could be any.
That one is bounced, and Long will not try to take home plate. So the count now moves to 3-1. Rabelais had 2 RBIs on that double. She now leads the team with 52 RBIs. And the next closest is at 29. So she is the RBI leader by far as Olivia Johnson takes her base on the walk. So it's been a tough first inning so far for Dutchtown. As 2 runs are in, 2 runs are on base. And I think they are going to say that the count was 2-2. I was wondering because she was kind of waving her hand on that first pitch. So that first pitch might have hit her on the bat, and that might have been a foul ball.
Okay, that must have been what happened.
I bet you that's what it was. So now the count is 3-2. Count is 3-2, so the runner is not on first. And it's fouled away. Yeah, that first pitch, I saw her waving that hand, but I was wondering about it, but I didn't see anything called by the home plate umpire. And on the scoreboard, it did mark as a strike, and she thought that it was as a ball, and she thought that she had ball 4 as well. So I think everybody was confused right there.
It's 3-2, right?
It's 3-2. That's right. And that's a strike 3. You pulled the string on that one, a beauty. And Johnson goes from taking first base to striking out looking.
Yeah, that was a great off-speed pitch right there to get her off balance.
Yeah, I think that's what she was trying to do with the Cody on that 3-2 pitch, but that one was left a little high. And so now you have your second out. Long remains at third. And Katie Landry is at the plate and fouls it away. So that was a little confusing situation right there, but everything was settled.
Give me the play.
Not the way Santa Ma would have liked it. But I think they're satisfied with 2 runs here so far in the top of the first. Close, but inside.
And with just a simple base hit right here, they'll definitely can get this one more run in.
And everybody just about hits over 300 on this team. Katie is at 347. Fouled away. 1-2. And even the ones that aren't over 300, you got Kendall Landry at 294, and you got Kinley Trish at 273, and that's all respectable right there. They get on base.
Yeah, very nice to have just consistent overall lineup and get runners on base and make something happen.
Cal moves to 2-2. Cody walked. Causey doubled. Rabelais got a 2 RBI double to the gap. Tanner sacrificed. Johnson struck out looking. And here we stand, 2-2, 2 outs. Fouled away.
She did a good job of holding up on that one for a second. Almost got a hold of it.
Yeah.
Just got in front.
Santa Ma's really good at making contact. Even the pitches that they're not getting into the field of play, they're fouling off a bunch of them and staying alive. 2-2, 2 outs. Vicknair back in the circle. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning for Vicknair. 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors, 1 left. At the bottom of the first, it's Santa Ma 2 and Dutchtown coming to bat. And speaking of coming to bat, let's look at their batting order. They're going to lead off with Caroline Johnson at short. Batting second is Anna White in center. Batting third, Brooke Vicknair. Batting third, Jenna Blanchard in left. Then Brooke Vicknair in the circle. Sophia English at third. Grace Berto at second. Kaylee Wilson behind the plate. Caitlin Janis, the designated player. Paisley Berry at first. And now let's take a look at the defensive starters for the Lady Gators.
In the field, we've got Kendall Landry pitching, Brooke Rabelais at catching, Katie Landry at first base, Devin Tanner at second base, Olivia Johnson at third, Bailey Decato at short, Kinley Trish in left, Madeline Stevens in center field, and Paisley Newman in right field as our flex.
Yes, she will be playing in the field, and Riley Causey will be the designated player today for the Lady Gators. As you're taking a look at your pitcher today, Kendall Landry, she got the win Thursday against Prairieville, and she's a good one. She is 12-3 on the season with a 3.79 earned run average. She's over 100 strikeouts after Thursday. She's 105, 44 walks on the season. And she's going to face 1-2-3. It's a good 1-2-3 for Dutchtown. Caroline Johnson, Anna White, and Jenna Blanchard. So Caroline Johnson will lead off. 352 hitter on the year. And there's a strike.
Great way to start off that batter.
Yeah, you always want to get ahead. Up at 1-1. We are just starting the bottom of the first. Santa Ma got 2 in the top of the frame. And they're off to an early lead. 1-1 takes outside.
Yeah, I don't know how true this statistic is, but I was told before that if you get that first strike on a batter, there's like 70% chance they get out. Something like that.
It drops. It drops a lot. I watched some baseball games on Apple TV, and they have that statistic. It talks about what percentage chance you have of reaching base, and after the first strike, it drops about 10 to 20%.
Yeah.
Count 3-1 to the leadoff hitter, and 5-pitch walk. Didn't swing the bat. Got on base with the leadoff base on balls. So good at bat for Johnson, and Anna White comes to the plate. She is a 333 hitter.
Dutchtown can definitely use that to get their momentum started here.
Expecting a bunt, pulls back. Johnson not going. So right now, Kendall Landry having a little problem with the strike zone. After that initial strike, that's 5 straight balls. White expected to move Johnson over right here. And she takes a strike. Yes, they were waiting for her to throw a strike, and they got one right there. Takes the ball. 2-1.
Just a little high for Landry.
Yeah. Still not throwing as many strikes as I'm sure Coach Amy would appreciate right here. Drops the bunt right there. Third baseman throws to first for the sacrifice, so that will be a 5-4 sacrifice. And the first out of the inning, and Caroline Johnson moves to second base, and this is what you want. You want a runner in scoring position for Jenna Blanchard. She's hitting .455 on the year, has 3 home runs. That's good for second on this team, and she has the team lead with 26 RBIs. First pitch, ball, outside. Johnson walked. She moved to second on the sacrifice bunt by White. And there's a strike. Good changeup right there. Both pitchers like to use that changeup.
Yeah, and it's working. Blanchard gets a hold of this one right here. It would definitely give Dutchtown that momentum they need.
Takes the ball, 2-1. This is the third time we have seen both of these teams this season. We had the head-to-head. That was won by Sanoma over at Sanoma. Strike called, 2-2. Dutchtown had extra innings against East Ascension here at Dutchtown and lost that game. Had a chance to win it in the bottom of the 7th, but couldn't pull it out. Sanoma won Thursday against Prairieville. So Sanoma trying to get a perfect 3-0 on REV this season. We may see them again in the postseason because you know they're going to get home games. I believe they're number 3 in the state right now. And a bouncer, fair to third, throw to first, in time, runner goes to third. So Blanchard 5-3 for the second out. Caroline Johnson moves to third base, and we have 2 outs. And the pitcher coming in, Brooke Vicknair. Brooke Vicknair is the team leader in home runs with 6. Doesn't need a home run right here. Base hit will score one.
Yeah, just moving that runner over. Give them an advantage for right here.
So you get first pitch strike to Brooke Vicknair. 293 hitter. Ball outside.
Looks like Landry's trying to get Vicknair in a chase right here.
Yeah, she's had a little problems with the strike zone, but hasn't gotten her in any trouble yet. She still has not given up a run and has 2 outs. That one up high, 2-1. She's had a 3-ball count to 3 of, or 2 of the top 3 hitters so far. Now 2 balls. And that one misses, and you get another 3-ball count. So that's 3 of the first batters getting a 3-ball count.
Yeah, definitely just looking to stick something out there to right field and get that runner scored.
And it gets away from the catcher, and it looks like the run is going to score. No contact, not a foul ball, and so Johnson scores on the wild pitch, and Dutchtown cuts the lead to 2-1. I thought maybe she made contact with that, but they ruled it a strike and a wild pitch. Count 3-2. 2 outs. Fly ball, deep center, in play, Madeline Stevens makes the catch, and we have the third out. 1 run scores on no hits, no errors, nobody left. After one, it's 2-1 Santa Maria. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
BT Chapman and AJ Pickett with Advantage Therapy are honored and excited to team up with Dutchtown High School's athletics. At Advantage Therapy, we are dedicated to helping our patients regain the highest possible functional status through one-on-one patient care. Advantage Therapy has spent nearly 2 decades providing both outpatient orthopedic physical therapy and occupational therapy to the people of Ascension and surrounding parishes. From all of us at Advantage Therapy, go Griffins!
Order like a champ at Raising Cane's. We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
Here we are, Cypress Roofing, a woman-owned roofing company specializing in insurance claims.
With the hurricane season right around the corner,
Give us a call.
Welcome back to the Rev Game of the Week. Softball season finale for us, not for these two teams. They have plenty more games left to play. Santa Maria leads Dutchtown 2-1. Dutchtown got 1 run on no hits in the bottom of the inning. In the top of the first, Santa Maria got 2 runs on 2 hits. And they come back with 7, 8, and 9. Kendall Landry, Kinley Trish, and Madeline Stevens. So the bottom 3 hitters for the Gators, but just because they're the bottom 3 does not mean that they are easy outs. There's not an easy out on this Lady Gator lineup. And the first pitch is fouled toward the Dutchtown dugout.
Looks like they're really setting that tone early in this game here.
Looks like Santa Maria is playing a lot more aggressive at the plate. They're swinging away. They're getting their hacks right now.
Yeah, definitely.
And there's a strike. Took the strike right after I said they've been taking their hacks at it.
Well, what's good is that they are aggressive, but they're selectively aggressive, and they know their strike zone.
Yes.
And if it's not there, they're not swinging.
And the ball. Dutchtown was a lot more selective. They didn't swing the bat a lot. Landry was having trouble with the strike zone. They were able to get a run without a hit as the leadoff walk wound up scoring on the wild pitch.
Yeah, it seemed like they took advantage of Landry struggling a bit in the circle.
And there you go, protecting the strike zone right there. And we're just about ready. Vic Nair looking at her wristband after getting the signals from the coaches. And here she comes. And got her looking. That's 3 strikeouts in a row for Brooke Vicknair. She is red hot. She got the last 2 strikeouts in the first and a strikeout to start the second.
Yeah, that's a great job by Vicknair.
So 3 strikeouts after the first 3 hitters reached base in the top of the first. So it just took a minute for Vicknair to get in her rhythm, and now she's there and she's back in the circle. Drops a bunt. Foul. Kinley Trish, 273 on the season, excuse me. Trying to catch Sophia English sleeping right there. She was playing back.
Yeah, Trish definitely brings the speed here, so anything she can put in play, she's able to get that base.
English playing even with the bag, creeping up a little bit, and there's a fly ball to left, and nice catch by Jenna Blanchard for the second out. Didn't have far to go, but that ball was dying fast, and she was able to make the play.
Yeah, great read to reach out and grab that as well.
So now Madeline Stevens, 352 and 2 home runs. So not a routine number 9 hitter. We've talked about that. When you have a batter well over 350 for most of the year in that 9 spot, that's a luxury that you can have with those 2 slap hitters sitting right behind them at the top of the lineup.
Yeah, to be able to roll over into the next consistent.
Fouls it away, and it's 1-1. It's important for Vicknair right here to get through this inning without any runs. Has a chance at a 1-2-3 inning. Kind of settle things down for the Lady Griffins. That's a ball. 2-1 with 2 outs. Landry caught looking. Trish flew to left. Fouled away, 2-2.
Looks
shot.
like both teams are coming in strong here. Seems like it's going to be a good game.
Yeah. The last time these two met, it was high scoring, 16-6.
Right.
So we would expect some runs here. Foul tip caught by Wilson. So the 4th strikeout. It's 3 up, 3 down for Dutchtown. No runs on no hits, no errors, nobody left. Bottom of the 2nd, 2-1 Santa with the lead. We're at the end of the regular season next week, as there's still some chances for some of these teams to move around, but you see 3 of the top 4 come from 5A.
Yeah, at Walker, it's holding the number 1 spot here. Sam Houston 2nd. Santa Mola is at 3rd. East Ascension at 4. Destrehan at 5. West Monroe at 6th. Massachusetts Central at 7. And Hanville 8. Ouachita 9 and 10 Barb. So our regular season ends on Monday, and that battle for the top 4 spots continues.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting because if you can get those top 4 spots, and you play at home until you get to Sulphur, and that's key to advancing. And Dutchtown, even though they're not in that top 10, right now they're at 17. And this is a important week for them because they have a situation that because of rainouts and other things, they have 3 district games over the next 3 days. They're playing Santa Maud here in our game of the week. Then they're going to Denham tomorrow. That would likely be a win for them. And then they got a tough one against East Ascension. And then they finish with Chappelle and Parkview Baptist. So they got to sneak a couple of wins. And if they can get a win or 2 against somebody other than Denham Springs, they might have a chance to get into the top 16 and get a home game.
Yeah, beating 2 or even just 1 of the district teams that are so high up would give them a lot of points moving forward.
You got 5, 6, and 7 coming up for the Lady Griffins. Sophia English, Grace Berto, and Kaylee Wilson. And first pitch to Sophia English is a strike. Santa Maud's finishing district play with Live Oak on Thursday. And they have Iowa Barb and John Curtis. Those are some pretty good teams.
Yeah, those would be tough games.
1-1 high, 2-1. Sophia English, 289 hitter. Ball, 2-1. Now moves a 3-1, yes. And that's a strike.
Great pitch. He really has to protect the plate here now.
Noticing here, that's the 5 hitter right here, English in the Dutchtown batting order. That's the 4th one that's got to that 3-ball count. And there's a drive to right. caught by Paisley Newman. She took that one for a ride. Well hit to the opposite field, but Newman makes the move and makes the catch.
Yeah, it worked out good for Newman because the sun definitely is a play in right field.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad out there.
Yeah, the sun comes down behind the Dutchtown dugout down the third baseline. So that is a sun field for sure. Grace Berteau comes to the plate. Berteau hitting the 360. She's got 5 home runs. So she's actually second in home runs on the team, and Blanchard is third. I mentioned that Blanchard was second. So Dutchtown has 3 power threats as well. The wind now blowing almost straight in from center, and pretty good clip.
Yeah, going to be tough to get one out of here tonight.
You know, and you say that, and I said that the first Dutchtown Santa Ma game, because that wind was blowing probably about 15 to 20 miles an hour in from straight center. There were about 5 home runs in that game.
Oh, wow.
And I said, get ready for some small ball. The balls just started flying. It was crazy. Fouled away. I think both Kendall and Katie Landry had home runs in that game.
You never know.
Yeah, you definitely don't.
With the spin of these balls coming off the bat, too.
Yeah. And these girls that hit home runs for both of these teams, when they hit it, it's a no-doubter. It's not one that just kind of peeks over the fence. It's fouled away. Count remains 2-2. 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Dutchtown trailing the Lady Gators 2-1.
Looks like Landry's really working a lot of that outside now, and she definitely tried to get a hold of that one.
Close, but a little high, and then guess what? Another 3-ball count. This isn't like baseball where you got a pitcher on a count and you got to take him out or take her out. But they have a good pitcher behind her in Brentley Burke. We saw her against Prairieville as well. Bouncer, foul. They're definitely building up the pitch count.
Yeah, she's getting a lot of pitches in.
It's not, and like I said, it's not about like baseball where you're on a count and you have to pull them eventually. But do these pitchers get tired when they get high pitch counts in a game?
Definitely. I think it's something that you don't think about as much because we don't have a pitch count, but they're definitely overworked.
And here's a fly ball to center. Well hit, but Berteau makes a fly out to Madeline Stevens, and so Stevens takes a couple of steps, as you see the replay right there, moves a little bit to her right, and there's 2 outs. So those are 2 well-hit balls, but harmless fly outs. And now Kaylee Wilson will come to the plate. So Vicknair got a 1-2-3 second. Let's see if Kendall Landry can get a 1-2-3 second after both teams scored runs in the first inning.
Yeah.
Both teams kind of settling down now. Pitch is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Ball high. 2-1. English flew to right, Berteau flew to center, and Wilson takes strike 2. 2 outs, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the second.
Nice time for a little 2-out rally here.
We'll see what they can do on this pitch. And guess what? Another 3-ball count. 7 batters, 6 of them with 3 ball counts.
It's a lot of work on the pitchers.
(3-2) fouled away. So we're at the end of the season in softball. Like we said, we're also at the end of the season in baseball. Both of those are ending at about the same time this year. Usually softball's a little ahead, it seems like.
Yeah, I noticed that. It's not usual that baseball ends the same week as softball.
And a swing and a miss. And Landry gets 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. After 2, it's 2-1 Sanama. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
Starting.
Dr. Brian Hollis is Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Dr. Hollis has an excellent reputation for bringing state-of-the-art technology and the highest standard of patient care to Ascension. He attended LSU Dental School, and he completed a residency to become a board-certified specialist in orthodontics. An avid supporter in our community, Dr. Hollis is married to Celeste Pyron Hollis, and they have 4 children. Dr. Hollis, Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Grow up smiling with Hollis Orthodontics.
Get to know SEC Heating and Cooling this year. Locally owned and operated by Stephen Conyer since 2013, SEC Heating and Cooling works with residential and commercial customers in Ascension, East Baton Rouge, Livingston, and surrounding parishes. SEC specializes in preventive maintenance, repair, and complete changeout and installation of energy-efficient central air systems. From professional sales and expert installation of central AC systems to repairs and ductless AC systems, we can handle all your needs. For total peace of mind, call SEC today.
We're going to the top of the third at Dutchtown. Jeff Porsche and Corinne Wagesback with you as Sanama on the road comes to bat in the top of the third. They lead 2-1 over Dutchtown. It's 1-2-3, Bailey Ducote, Riley Causey, Brooke Rabelais. And they'll be facing Brooke Vicknair, who has retired 5 in a row, 4 of them by strikeout. So after giving up 3 base runners on the first 3 at bat, she has settled down. First pitch to Ducote is a ball. Everybody probably in the stadium expecting her to slap one.
Yeah, something slick.
Yeah, likes to slap it left.
That's the thing with the slappers, you never know. They're going to pop it over your head, going to put it in between your players, or lay down something.
English on full alert. You always want to hit it left because it's a longer throw and a better chance for you to beat it out.
Yeah.
A strike call. Two and one. Leadoff hitter in the top of the third. Bouncer, foul.
Looks like that pitch ran right in on her hand and rolled over a bit.
Yep. Notice in the bullpen, Kendall Landry throwing a few warm-up pitches. She is probably not going to bat this inning. There's a bouncer to the pitcher. She's got that beat easy. Infield hit. And when you got that batter in the left-handed batter's box, it's tough.
Yeah, with that speed, you really have to hurry that throw.
So she's reached base twice. She reached on a walk and scored. Now she reaches on an infield hit. And Riley Causey comes to the plate. And that's a ball outside.
Trying to move that runner here. Looks like Amy's giving a signal now. She might be going on this pitch.
Coach Amy coaching third for the Lady Gators. She offered that time. Count even, 1-1. Ducote broke a 6-out streak for Vic Nair. It began with sacrifice bunt, then she retired 5 more right after that. 1-1 dropped foul. So now it's 1-2. The bunt is less of a threat now, but she's still a threat to slap one to the left side of the infield. Ducote remains at first. Haven't seen her attempt a stolen base here. Neither team has tried one today.
Yeah.
And she drops one to the pitcher, and she's going to beat that out too. Tried to backhand it, couldn't pull up with it, and once she couldn't field it cleanly, it was over pretty much, I would think.
Yeah, that's a hard position as a pitcher. You kind of want that shortstop to come in and get that because she just finished her windup, and she's in a position where she's leaning forward. So that's a hard ball for her to grab, especially with the backhand.
And it doesn't matter how hard the ball is hit. It doesn't matter where it goes. It could be a line drive to left field, or it could be a bouncer to the pitcher. If it's a hit, it's a hit.
Yeah.
First pitch to Rabelais is a ball. She is 1 for 1, 2 RBI double.
Looks like Rabelais really works her count to get that pitch she wants, like last at bat.
Yep. And you made a note of it. Look where the left fielder and the center fielder are standing.
Right.
Almost at the fence. Strike called.
Just so they can keep that ball in front of them is better than, you know, letting it get behind them and letting those runners get one more base.
Yeah, extra bases will score 2. A single would score 1. Wind blowing now more in from the left again. Ball.
Really working inside of Rabelais' hands here. Trying to get her jammed up, especially since she just hit that ball, that outside pitch to center, right center. So they're definitely trying to get her on that inside and see what she can do with that. Don't want to give her that same pitch.
It's a tough situation. Count 3-1. You got to be really careful with her because it could go from 2-1 to 5-1 in a hurry. But you got Devin Tanner on deck, who has 3 home runs on the year as well. And that's fouled. She was way ahead of that. Made good contact, but foul. 3-2 is the count. 2 on, nobody out. A pair of infield singles by Ducote and Causey.
She's working that inside. She's working it off. So one more second later and she'll line it out.
And she takes ball 4. And so the bases are loaded. So now Tanner comes to the plate. She had a sacrifice bunt to the pitcher that moved Long to third, and Long is the courtesy runner again at first for Rabelais. So you have Long at first, Causey at second, Ducote at third. Nobody out. This is a tough situation for Vic Nair and the Lady Griffins. Infield playing in. And that one is low.
Yeah, a lot of pressure on Dutchtown now with these runners on. It looks like they're trying to get that out that force out at home.
Yeah, they're not gonna. It's gonna be tough to double up.
Yeah, with
Tanner.
the speed.
They have too much speed on those bases right now. 2 infield hits and a walk. Santa Maria has not hit a ball past the pitcher, and they've loaded the bases. That's what Santa Maria does. And they'll frustrate you, that's for sure.
Yeah, they're able to do both.
And now you're going to get a meeting in the circle. That's Coach Leslie Marion, pitching coach for Dutchtown, former coach at Denham Springs.
Yeah, I'm sure she's just getting them to slow down, getting Santa Monica to slow down as well, just breaking up that momentum and the tenseness going on.
Yeah, this is a situation where this game could go south very quickly if you don't get an out right here.
Yeah, especially so early in the game. You know, you want to have that advantage and not get yourself in a situation where you have to come back from a lot of runs.
Dutchtown can score some runs, but we saw that when they played a month ago. Santa Monica can have a big inning. I believe they had a 7-run inning to end it when they played at Santa Monica.
McNair's definitely going to have to trust her pitches here in this moment.
And there is a fly ball. It's going to drop. Base hit. 1 run scores. And they'll go station to station. The RBI for Tanner. And it's 3-1 as Dakota scores. Causey moves to third. Long moves to second. And Tanner is at first. And now Olivia Johnson comes to the plate. She was caught looking. That was the first ball to leave the infield this inning. Gets away, and a run is coming home, and she will score on the wild pitch, and it's 4-1. So Causey scores on the wild pitch. Long moves to third. Tanner moves to second. 2 runs are in. Nobody is out.
Definitely took advantage of that wild pitch there.
Yeah, it bounced back to her. I thought they might have a chance right there, but Causey's too fast.
Yeah, she's got some speed.
And that's doing a safety squeeze right there, perhaps. Long was headed home. She had a late move. She didn't leave on the pitch.
It looks like it was just a little bit too high to get down for that bunt.
She did a good job protecting Long if she was going to commit. 1-1. Ball. First base is open, but you need to get an out right here as well. Two and one, nobody out, and she drops it, and the play at the plate is safe. Long scores, and Johnson reaches on the fielder's choice, and it's 5-1 as a 3rd run scores. Let's look at Long right there. She was going. She's fast. Slide just under the tag.
Risky move by Dutchtown when they're trying to get these outs, but also protect the plate, so it's a tough decision.
Yeah.
You really got to read the runner and where the player is at that's fielding the ball. With them so close, you might as well toss it and try to get that out.
Now they try to drop another one. The runner is moving, so Johnson will take second. No throw. And so Johnson gets her first stolen base of the year. Now Johnson is at second, Tanner is at third, and we're back where we were before. Yeah, it was a tough play. They did have an opportunity, but that toss was a little high. If it would have got, the toss would have been a little bit lower. They had a shot at Long at the plate.
Right, you try to practice that throw being low and towards the runner, you know, on that left side.
Just wasn't executed perfectly. And if you don't execute perfectly, Santa Monica's going to take advantage. 2-0. Strike call. So this is the 6th batter of this inning. And I mentioned that Kendall Landry may not bat this inning. She's on deck. She had gone and done some warm-up pitches, but now she's back in the on-deck circle. Count now 2-2. Katie struck out. Both Landrys struck out. Katie Landry struck out to end the first, and Kendall Landry struck out to begin the second. 2-2, 1 out, 3 runs in. And another strikeout for Katie Landry, and that's strikeout number 5 for Brooke Vicknair. And now Kendall Landry, as we said, she struck out. She was caught looking to start the second.
Getting that 1 out might put some confidence on Vicknair's shoulders to kind of get this inning going for them.
She offers, and a strike called. Tanner stayed at third. No squeeze. And a ball. 1-1.
Yeah, they're just working. Sandoval's just working 1 run at a time here.
Yep.
That's what their consistency, gets them.
And they're efficient. They've scored 3 runs this inning, and 1 ball has gotten past the pitcher. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Looks like that drop ball got her down low.
Base hit could blow this one wide open. Popped it up. And it looks like the catcher is there. And good job by Vicknair to support her, make sure that ball doesn't pop out of her glove. And she is out. So Kaylee Wilson makes the catch.
That's a difficult ball to get as a catcher.
Yeah.
With you kind of spinning around and looking up.
A lot of times the pitcher may call that at the third baseman, but she got there first, and Vicknair just kind of backed her up and just dropped her glove underneath the mitt in case it popped out of there.
Right.
She did it. She did the best she could with that one. Now Trish, who flew to left. Good job by Wilson to save a run right there. That ball nearly got away.
Yeah, great way to lock that down.
So the first 5 batters reached. 3 of them have scored. 2 of them are on base in scoring position. Foul. Nearly took out her first base coach.
Definitely trying to hit something to that right side to get these 2 runners in. That's what she's looking for. And I believe that's what Coach Amy's telling her as well.
Like I said, a 4-run lead is good, but a 6-run lead is optimal. With a 4-run lead, you could potentially tie the game on 1 pitch if things go right. Takes a ball. 2-1. Three runs in, 2 outs. Top of the third. Change up right there.
Yeah, really nice off speed down the middle. It's just so hard to catch onto as a batter when you're expecting something fast. Your foot's already down and you're like, you can't get there.
I can't imagine. 2-2. 2 outs, 2 on. Vicknair low. 3-2, full count. Stevens is on deck. First base is open. Bouncer off the glove, but the shortstop gets it, but there's no play, and a run will score, and an infield hit again. Third infield hit of the inning. That's an RBI for Trish.
Yeah, great hard hit just to get that run over.
And
Looks
Tanner scores.
Just knocked off her glove.
Tanner scores. Johnson's going to third. Trish is at first. And we may be getting a pinch hitter right here. This is Hudson Bowler batting for Stevens. Great observation there. You caught me on that one. I was wondering what you were pointing at.
Yeah, it looks like they like to throw Bowler in when they're in these pressure situations.
Yep.
Give her that opportunity.
Yeah. You got a 352 hitter, but you're replacing her with a 364 hitter.
Right.
Strike called. She has 11 hits on the season. She does have one home run. Her only extra base hit of the year, though.
Yeah, I believe that that home run was actually grand slam.
Oh, really?
Yep.
(6-1) Santamon. Outfield playing regular depth. Low, good stop by Wilson, 2-1.
Bowler's definitely being selective here. Amy's telling her to keep that shoulder in.
You get to the top of the lineup and will have batted around if you can get Bowler on base. She bounces it, and it gets away, and another run scores. And those two runs that were in scoring position both cross the plate. Now it's 7-1. And that's a big difference now. And Kinley Trish is going to move to second on the wild pitch.
Now Bowler's really looking for her pitch with being 3-1 here, her count.
And ball four. And now you got a chance to bat a second time at the top of the order. Ducote started this whole thing with a ground ball to the pitcher that she beat out. She's 1 for 1 with a walk and a single. She's scored twice. Takes a strike. Seven to 1. 5 runs are in this inning. Trish is at second. Bowler is at first. And there's a base hit. And the shortstop and the base runner collide. Neither one of them are hurt, and the runner will score anyway. She might be. Looks like Johnson was down for a second, and I think she's back up. Let's look at the replay. As they collided.
She spinned around.
And they're going to look at her. It looked like she was all right, though. Yeah, I think there's a mouth injury right there. And you got runners on second and third. Off the infield, or excuse me, not the infield hit. That was a clean base hit right there. So she gets an RBI, and she's 2 for 2. And now it's 8-1. As the 6th run will score this inning, and we'll go ahead and take a break while they tend to Caroline Johnson. You're watching the REV Game of the Week.
No one teaches you what to do immediately after an accident. Once everyone is safe, your first call should be to an attorney, not the insurance company.
Don't let the insurance company take advantage of you at your time of need. Call the Title Law Firm. We'll walk you through what you need to do in real time.
But you can take advantage of the Title Law Firm's 30 years of experience.
Before you call your insurance, make a free, no-obligation call to the Title Law Firm.
Call 756-0007 when you're injured. You gotta call Title.
Welcome to REV, delivering fiber-powered technology for both your home and your business. With phone service that connects you to what's important, internet that keeps your devices up and running, TV that delivers all the big moments, and security that protects how you live and work. All backed by local support teams right here in Louisiana. With 5-star service and reliability you can count on, we're ready to connect you to the people and places that matter most. REV.
Welcome back. We're still in the top of the third. Caroline Johnson is back in the game as 6 runs have scored so far, and we're going to see the replay as you see the collision right there. So she is well enough to stay in the game at shortstop, and that's a good sign.
DUTCHTOWN just needs 1 out to get out of this here.
Causey, just like Ducote, got an infield hit to the pitcher to start this inning. Slaps it foul. Six runs on 5 hits so far. And that is a fly to left and straight to Blanchard for the 3rd out. But 6 runs on 5 hits. No errors, 2 left. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. And it's now 8-1 Santa Ma as we look at the Lady Gators and their schedule that we talked about a moment ago.
Yeah, so for the rest of their season this week, they've got Live Oak, Iowa, Barb, John Curtis. So as we said last time, they always end that season with that little John Curtis game towards the end. It'll be a good one for sure.
Yeah, they're going to be playing in a tournament. That's why you see Iowa and Barb in that same series. And then John Curtis, we've done a John Curtis Santa Ma game, and that's fun because it's basically the royalty and the non-select versus the royalty and the select as you look at the Gator seniors as well.
Yeah, for our Lady Gator seniors, you have Bailey Ducote, Brooke Rabelais, and Riley Causey.
And a great trio right there. And that kind of just shows you that this is a young team. And that's what Coach Amy was saying. I talked to her about the game, and she was saying sometimes, we make some silly mistakes, not like Santa Ma usually does, because we got a lot of sophomores. And
yeah.
So sometimes you're going to make some of those mistakes. And you saw Prairieville nearly came back and beat them. And she talked a lot about the Walker games because they had a chance to sweep Walker, and they wound up losing those games. So, they're still a young team, but they're getting a lot better, and they got a shot to get to Sulphur.
Even with 3 seniors, it seems like they have good leaders for them to kind of look up to both on and off the field, especially with 2 of them continuing on to play softball.
Yeah.
I'm sure they've got that good groundwork for them to look up to.
Both of these teams don't have huge senior classes. We're going to talk about DUTCHTOWN senior class a little later, but the thing about DUTCHTOWN senior class is they have some very key players that they're going to lose next year as well.
Yeah.
It's 8-9-1. This is Caitlin Janis, Paisley Berry, and Caroline Johnson. First pitch is a strike.
DUTCHTOWN's definitely going to have to come in strong here and set the tone to bring back that momentum for them. Looks like they're starting that off on the dugout.
Yeah, they like to cheer their teams on. That's we talked about that on Thursday about how it's more fun, it seems like, and you're more creative with the plays and the cheers and everything like that.
Yeah, a lot more fun than baseball.
Yeah. 1-2.
Not that I'm biased or anything.
Oh, I'm sure you're not. One and two, swing and a miss. Chased one high. And that is back-to-back strikeouts for Kendall Landry.
Now batting number 9.
And so now Paisley Berry will come to the plate for the first time.
Their first baseman.
May also see her pitch today. We've seen her pitch a couple of times. There's a bouncer to short, and the throw, Ducote to Landry for the second out.
Next up to bat, number 6, Caroline Johnson.
And now with 2 outs, Caroline Johnson comes to the plate. She walked and scored the only run for the Lady Griffins so far today. And she had that collision in the top of the inning on the ground ball on the base hit. But she stayed in the game, and she looks all right. Pitch is a strike. 0-1. And that's popped, and an easy catch for Kendall Landry for the third out. So back-to-back 1-2-3 for Kendall Landry. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. And after 3, it's Dutchtown trailing 8-1 to Sanama. You're watching the REV Game of the Week.
Athletic training staff of Dutchtown High School would like to thank the following sponsors for their support of our Griffins Sports Medicine Program. Advantage Physical Therapy, Tata Law Firm, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic Foundation, Cypress Physical Therapy.
My name is Tamika Brooks, and I can tell you that REV Internet is the bomb. When I switched my services to REV, the people who came to set up were amazing. They were local, they were friendly, they were home. I really enjoyed it. I have not had a service call. When I'm doing conference calls, I cannot have buffering. It is a no-no when I'm with a client. I do not want to appear unprofessional. So REV has had me in the sweet spot the last 4 years. If you're looking for the best fiber internet, I highly recommend REV.
It's 8-1. Sanama looking good against the Lady Griffins as we go to the top of the 4th. Jeff Porsche with Corinne Wagisbeck. And it's going to be 3-4-5. Brooke Rabelais, Devin Tanner, and Olivia Johnson.
Pitching change for Dutchtown.
And
New pitcher, Paisley Berry.
they're going to face Paisley Berry, who is going to replace Brooke Vicknair, and so they're going to swap positions. That means that Vicknair is going to go to first, and Berry will move to the mound. And I think I just said that we may see her pitch today. I had no idea that it was going to be that soon.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a change of pace for the Sanama, so it might take them a while to get adjusted again, so it might have been the best move for Dutchtown here.
Yeah, they have to get a clean inning because you're in a situation where if you don't score some runs and they get 1 or 2 across, you could be looking at another 10-run rule.
Right.
Rabelais doubled and walked, 2 RBIs. Count 2-0. Ball low.
Definitely Dutchtown will have to get these 3 outs to get back in the dugout here.
Even if it's not a 1-2-3 inning, you just have to get a scoreless inning.
Right. Even if Barry's able to make them just kind of get the ball in play and then make the out, just kind of trust her defense here.
You know, Vicknair gave up the 8 runs, but she had a lot of bad luck, and you see that in softball. The balls were not hit hard. I think 2 balls left the infield. They had 2 infield hits that went to the pitcher and a 4-pitch walk. You had that situation. You had another ball that bounced off the third baseman's glove. You had a couple of wild pitches. And things just snowball that quickly in a situation like that. And you're going to see Long again, courtesy running for Rabelais. Strike to Devin Tanner. She has a single and an RBI, and she also has a sacrifice.
Looks like Barry's got to just find her groove here.
Ball low. So after her first strike of the game, she has a ball. 1-1. Long at first, running for Rabelais. Popped up. And I think that Barry's going to make the catch, and she does.
Straight to her.
Right in the circle. And that's a key out right there, because you don't want to get a couple of base runners on, and that puts the pressure on you.
Yeah. To definitely take some of the tension off her shoulders here.
Now Olivia Johnson's going to come up. She had a fielder's choice, an RBI, and a strikeout. Long going, throw, tag, safe.
Almost got her if that throw wouldn't have been over high. She slid right under it.
She got her third stolen base of the year. And another runner in scoring position. She took that one for a ride, but way foul. Going toward my car. It missed. Count 1-1 to Olivia Johnson.
Definitely don't want to pitch her that inside.
Strike called. It's 1-2. Right now, if you're Santa Ma, you got the big lead. You don't need that big crooked number. You just need one or two right here. You got a runner in scoring position with one out.
Yeah, the base hits have been working for them to score, even the small ball.
And that one hits off the screen, and Long will take third base. Every run counts and matters big time right now, because, like I said, Dutchtown could face a 10-run rule if they can't keep these runs from scoring. Infield playing in. And you may recall, count now 2-2. You may recall that Johnson had that ground ball to Vicknair, 3-2. Okay, there's a count. She had the ground ball to Vicknair where she threw to home plate to try to tag along, and missed right there. They have the infield playing in again, as that's caught on a line drive, and she's safe at third. English with a great reflex right there to make that play. And she nearly doubled up Long.
Yeah, that was a great job.
Look at that replay right here. Boy, that was close.
Looks like it just hit the top of her glove there, and she held on to it tight.
And now you have Katie Landry. Strikeout, strikeout. After the line drive, I noticed Coach Amy had a few words for Long, probably reminding her to be careful that you can't get doubled up in a situation like that.
Yeah, definitely.
I think if I would be reading that right, you're in a situation right there. If that's a line drive and it gets past the third baseman, you're going to score no matter what.
Yeah.
So stay close to the bag in case she catches it.
Right, just on that line drive, the initial is freeze. Line drive freeze. You kind of read where it could be because you never know.
Yeah. Because if it gets to the left fielder, she's going to walk the home plate.
Yeah.
Now 1-2, 2 outs. swing and a miss.
Good pitch by Barry.
And Barry gets out of that inning without a run.
Yeah, just got her on that outside.
No runs, no hits, no errors. One Lady Gator left on base, and after 3.5, it's 8-1. Santima. Dutchtown, like we said, is kind of flirting with that home game in the playoffs, but they have a little work left to do.
Yeah, Dutchtown's currently number 18 in the division for Division I non-select, and they've only got 4 games remaining. So they've got Denham Springs this week, East Ascension, Chapelle, and Parkview Baptist to complete their season, so they can continue to win. And then here we've got our seniors for Lady Griffins. We have Blake West, Jenna Blanchard, Brooke Vicknair, Anna White, and Lexi Accord.
And 5 seniors, and 4 of them are playing in the field today. And that's going to be big losses for Dutchtown. And that senior leadership is going to be interesting if they can get a favorable seeding in the postseason, because I was talking to Coach Nancy before the game, and she said that she feels like she could be Cinderella if she can get the right spot in the playoffs. She said it's going to be hard to get a home game because it's going to be hard to jump up to 16, but she feels like this team has a chance with the senior leadership. If they get the right team and the right bracket, they can make some noise, and we'll see. It's going to be 2, 3, and 4. Anna White swings and misses.
There's also a lot of pressure on these teams towards the end of the season, so you never know if they win 2 games this week, they really could. Those rankings switch up so much for those last spots. It's going to move a lot.
Anna White takes the ball. It's 1-1. White, Blanchard, Vicknair. That's 2, 3, and 4. I want to mention right here, because Kendall Landry, after this pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. I was bringing up a lot in the first 2 innings about how everybody was getting 3-ball counts. In the 3rd inning, you didn't have a 3-ball count at all. She's settled down, and she's back in her groove. And it's 2-2, and I'm hoping I didn't jinx it for her.
Mm-hmm.
She has retired 8 in a row.
Oh, wow.
And 9 in a row. Chased a bad pitch right there. And it's 1 out. Jenna Blanchard, she's 0 for 1. She grounded to 3rd.
Yeah, when she gets those 2 strikes on them, she really makes them chase and makes that pitch look good coming in.
Actually, that's popped up, and it's caught by Tanner. And I need to make a correction, because that is actually 10 and now 11 in a row for Landry, because the only base runner that's reached is Caroline Johnson in that leadoff walk. You had the sacrifice by White, and then after that, nobody has reached. Now Brooke Vicknair flew to right. And you were talking about that Sun field, and I looked after I said that she flew to right, and I looked at the right fielder, Newman, and she has her glove shielding her
Second
eyes.
baseman, too.
Yep.
Yeah, it's hard to see out there.
Shadows are long. 2-0.
Looks like Vicknair's ready to start something up right here with 2 outs.
Yeah, she's got to make something happen right here as she's going to take a ball. Oh, excuse me, that was a strike. Yeah, I saw the fist at the last second.
It's okay. Caught her real inside.
Good shot. Looks like we mentioned it or something. 2-1. Ball 3. So there's the first 3-ball count in a while. Ball 4. She said she's trying to start something. She got on base.
Yep, 2-out rally right here could help him out a lot.
Yep.
Just with a walk.
That's going to bring up Sophia English. She flew to right. Any fly ball to right field right now is going to be trouble.
Yeah, definitely puts hitting that ball out there definitely gives them an advantage.
Oh and 1. Popped away. Foul, out of play.
And Landry's working that outside corner for these girls to do so. Push that ball out to right.
So Vignair broke the streak of the consecutive outs at 11. And they wanted that corner. Rabelais painted that corner, framed it. Home plate umpire said nope. 1-2, foul.
Just jammed it right there.
Landry's done a good job. When she came into this season, she was expected to be the next year pitcher, the next year ace, and she was going to come in and pitch a little bit here and there. Now she's the everyday starter, and she has responded very well.
Yeah, she's definitely worked her position to get there.
Two outs, runner on first, foul.
Wind's blowing right in again.
Yep, it's been going pretty much right field except for that momentary switch earlier where it started flying in from the center. And misses. And another 3-ball count. Vignair at first. Dutchtown needs base runners and they need runs. Doesn't matter how they get them. Caught her looking on the inside corner. Beauty of a pitch. And you get no runs on no hits, no errors. 1 left after 4 innings. It is Santa Ma 8, Dutchtown 1. You're watching the REV Game of the Week.
Athletic training staff of Dutchtown High School would like to thank the following sponsors for their support of our Griffins Sports Medicine Program. Cypress Roofing, SCC Heating and Cooling, Raising Cane's in Prairieville, Hollis Orthodontics.
My name is Tamika Brooks, and I can tell you that REV Internet is the bomb. When I switched my services to REV, the people who came to set up were amazing. They were local, they were friendly, they were home. I really enjoyed it. I have not had a service call. When I'm doing conference calls, I cannot have buffering. It is a no-no when I'm with a client. I do not want to appear unprofessional. So REV has had me in the sweet spot the last 4 years. If you're looking for the best fiber internet, I highly recommend REV.
And we go to the top of the 5th at Dutchtown. Santa Ma leads 8-1. Jeff Porsche, Corinne Wagisback here as Paisley Berry gets ready for her second inning in the circle. She was able to not give up any runs after Santa Ma got a 6-run third to blow this game open. Now you just got to avoid giving up 3 right here, 3 or more, because the 10-run rule could be in effect if they do that. And you just want to get some extra innings to mount a comeback if you're Dutchtown right now. And it's going to be 7, 8, and 9. Kendall Landry, Kinley, Trish, and either Stevens or Bowler. We'll have to wait and see.
Started off with that off-speed pitch. It's hard to adjust to when seeing that with the first pitch.
Oh, that's a strike. One and one. Kendall Landry, the pitcher, struck out, popped behind the plate to the catcher. Count 2 and 1. Barry gave up a leadoff walk in the fourth, but nobody reached base after that. And there's a fly ball to center, and Anna White right there to make the play for the first out. And so that's 4 in a row for Barry, so she has settled things down for the Lady Griffins.
Definitely threw off the Gators.
And now you're going to get Kinley Trish. Single, RBI, run scored, and fly to left. 1 for 2. And an RBI, good day for her. Pitch is low. Ball 1. So 4 in a row retired by Barry after relieving Brooke Vicknair. They just traded positions. Vicknair back at first. Popped foul.
That really ran into her hands there. It's hard to square up a ball when it's put so close to your hands.
Definitely. Good shot right there. Swing and a miss.
Same spot.
Count 1 and 2 to Trish. It looks like Bowler is going to bat in the 9 spot again. She's in the on-deck circle. 2 and 2 the count. So Bowler is still batting in the spot that was originally held by Madeline Stevens. And runs the count full. Seems like Santa Ma's been a little less aggressive, but they don't really need to be right now.
Right. Definitely not time to get complacent, though.
Out away. They were swinging at everything and jumped out to a big lead. Now they can be a little more selective.
Right. But it seems like Barry's kind of threw them for a different change of pace here.
Definitely so. Checking her wristband. She's ready. Barry in a circle. Ball 4.
There's a way to get things started. Back for them.
So that's the second walk she's given up. That ends a streak of 4 consecutive outs. Now Hudson Bowler comes to the plate. She walked in the 3rd. This is an important out for Dutchtown.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's a fly to right, and it's taken on the bounce, and the throw to second is not in time, so it is a clean single for Hudson Bowler, and Trish moves to second. And so now with 1 out, this is why I was mentioning, Corinne, that this is an important out right here, because now you got Dakota and Causey.
Yeah. Back up for the speed. That was a perfect line drive. I believe that's where Coach Amy was trying to get her to place that ball too.
Corners are playing in. Wasn't offering right there. She's 2 for 2, 2 runs scored, RBI. Having a great day. Ball 1. Bouncer to short, throw to first, in time for the second out. So that's a little bit surprising because they go for the speed at first, but Caroline Johnson had a sure throw right there. And the runners will move to second and third. That's Trish at third, Stevens at second, and 2 outs, and Causey comes to the plate.
It was almost close there at first.
It was very close, but that was a great throw by Johnson.
Yeah.
Do you have any extra ones? They got 1 left.
Ball low. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs.
It's a big moment for Barry here.
Yep. A base hit could make it 10-1.
Kind of puts more pressure on her getting behind in this count as well. Every pitch matters here.
Yeah. Corners are playing in. Strike called. 2-1. So Kendall Landry flew out to center. Trish walked. Bowler singled to right. Cody grounded to short. And here we are. And she offers foul. So now you got 2-2. 2 outs.
Big pitch here.
Definitely. And it's outside. They can get out of this inning without giving up those runs. It's less pressure on Dutchtown because you don't want to be playing in a situation where the game could end. Yes. And they'll play on if they can have a scoreless inning right here. And that may fall, but it does not as Jenna Blanchard makes the play. Great diving catch by Jenna Blanchard, saves 2 runs, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on base. So we go to the bottom of the 5th, and it is 8-1 Santamon. And next week, we're going to see what happens with the REV game of the week.
Right, yeah, with the playoff matchup power rankings coming out soon, we're still unsure as to what will happen next week with baseball and softball.
Yeah, we expect some weekend series in baseball and softball. Right now, for softball in the first round, unless Dutchtown can move up to 16, there may not be a home game in Ascension Parish for softball. In baseball, I can pretty much assure you that Prairieville is going to get a home series in baseball. Right now they're at 10 in the power rankings, and they would have to move up way high to get a bye, and that would likely not happen. As you look at the softball records, and Santamon and East Ascension are both in a position to get first-round byes, and that's why I'm saying that there wouldn't be a first-round game. There would definitely be regional home games.
Yeah.
So you're hoping, if you want to watch some things on streaming or on television, you need Dutchtown to move up a couple of spots and have a big weekend.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting matchup as they move on to the playoffs. So I'm curious to see how well that goes out, because some good competition.
And they still have 2 more district games, regardless of what happens here. This is going to be 6, 7, 8. Berto, Kaylee Wilson, Caitlin Janis. 1 ball, no strikes. It'll be interesting in baseball because Prairieville didn't make the playoffs in their first season, so this would be their first ever playoff berth. and they would get a home series. So it's going to be a historic weekend next weekend.
Yeah, that's pretty
Prairieville.
awesome for them to come out like that in their second season.
They're only one game back of Dutchtown in the loss column in district. They're playing Santa Maria tonight at Prairieville. Some of you probably watched the game of the week yesterday. They beat Santa Maria 2-1. I watched. I was at the Prairieville softball game. They beat Ascension Catholic. They may make the playoffs as well.
Ascension Catholic?
Well, Ascension Catholic's definitely going to make the playoffs, but
Okay.
Prairieville has a better chance with that win. Popped. Could be in play. Nope, I saw it bounce. It's in our blind spot behind the dugout. Count is 2-2. Berto, flew to center. Dutchtown's baseball team's playing at East Ascension tonight. Those games have started by now. Swing and miss.
Great pitch. Really got her to swing there.
It's a big out. Kendall Landry is doing a great job. She's given up 2 walks. Now Kaylee Wilson. Kaylee Wilson struck out. Also in baseball, I want to mention, because I was talking about Dutchtown's playing East Ascension in baseball. Right now, Dutchtown is, I believe, either 3 or 4 in the power rankings, so they have a potential first-round bye. So Prairieville will likely get a first-round home series, and then so they would be the most likely team you would see if we have a game of the week next week. And then after that, in baseball, Dutchtown will probably be the team you would most likely get. There's a drive to deep left, and that is over the fence and gone. And there's a home run. And Kaylee Wilson breaks up the no-hitter.
Yeah, that was a no-doubter right there.
Didn't want to bring up that she was throwing a no-hitter right there, but I didn't jinx it, I don't think, but that ball would have been hit out of any softball park in any wind, because that was just.
Yeah, that was squared up perfectly.
That was just perfect right there. And so that is home run number 1 for Kaylee Wilson. Congratulations to her, and it's 8-2. And Dutchtown fighting away. Caitlin Janis, ball. It's a start. They need runs. There's one right there. At this point, there's really no wind at all.
Yeah.
So I think even with that wind that was going out of left field, it would have still gone out the park easily. Grounder to Tanner to Landry for the out, 4-3.
Looks like that put a little fire under Dutchtown here.
Yep. They're making contact, but that was a big out right there. Paisley Berry comes to the plate. Now pitching. Started out at first. She grounded to short. Strike called. Count now 1-1. Santa Ma's baseball team looks like they're going to make the playoffs, but they are in the 20s right now, so they would likely be playing on the road in a first round series. Strike called. And of course, East Ascension and Santa Ma are still up for potential first round buys in softball.
It's amazing to see how much of our district, both baseball and softball, is being included in these big playoff games. And
so you have number 3 in both baseball and softball. We're looking at number 3 right now in softball. Dutchtown is 3. And we're not even bringing up Livingston because number 1 is Walker in softball.
Right.
So they are likely getting a first round bye as well. 2-2.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Last year you had 3 teams in 5-5A make it to Sulphur, but the one team that wasn't from 5-5A won the whole thing.
It's funny how that works.
Not really. No, it is kind of funny.
Yeah, not actually funny.
Yeah, nobody was laughing when they beat Santa Ma and Dutchtown to win the state championship. But I agree, it is kind of funny how that works because Sam Houston won a state championship the last time there were 3 teams. So that was 15. Grounder in the hole, base hit. And so that'll reset to the top of the batting order. So Paisley Berry gets the second hit of the game for the Lady Griffins, and we're going to have a courtesy runner. I'm going to say it's Hoagie. It's Hoagie. Caitlin Hoagie is going to run. When you've done 3 games, you know who the courtesy runners are.
Got a little something started here with 2.
Now you got Johnson who walked and scored. And she popped the first. Ball. So there's definitely a chance that you could get a baseball team and at least one softball team to Sulphur this year, as you're going to get a third base hit this inning. And it goes under the left fielder's glove, and the runners will advance safely, and the ball goes into right field, and the run will score. So you have a single to the left, and you have a 1 base error that will score the run. And it's 8-3, and now this game's getting a lot more interesting.
Yeah, big change in trajectory, and that one little simple mistake causes another base and then another run for Dutchtown. So.
Yep, and that was an error on the third baseman. So a single and an error on that play. And now Johnson has moved all the way to third. It's 8-3, and the run that could cut the lead in half is at third. And Anna White has a chance to drive her home. Ball. Anna White, sacrifice, and a strikeout. 2 runs are in. Fly ball to center. Stevens makes the catch for the third out. And Dutchtown gets 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, 1 left. And so now it's 8-3 as we go to the 6th. You're watching the REV Game of the Week.
BT Chapman and AJ Pickett with Advantage Therapy are honored and excited to team up with Dutchtown High School's athletics. At Advantage Therapy, we are dedicated to helping our patients regain the highest possible functional status through one-on-one patient care. Advantage Therapy has spent nearly 2 decades providing both outpatient orthopedic physical therapy and occupational therapy to the people of Ascension and surrounding parishes. From all of us at Advantage Therapy, go Griffins!
Order like a champ at Raising Cane's. We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Here we are, Cypress Roofing, a woman-owned roofing company specializing in insurance claims.
With the hurricane season right around the corner,
Give us a call.
And we're back at the top of the 6th inning at Lady Griffin Park. Jeff Warsh here with you along with Corinne Wagespack as Paisley Berry's trying to get her 3rd consecutive scoreless inning for Dutchtown as they're trying to claw back in this game. They got 2 runs in the 5th to make it 8-3. And this game a couple of innings ago looked like it was in danger of falling to the 10-run rule. And now Dutchtown's clawing their way back.
Yeah, they slowly work their way back, but they're in it.
And this is going to be 3-4-5. Brooke Rabelais, Devin Tanner, Olivia Johnson.
And they've got that advantage of hitting last for this home game.
That's a deep fly ball. And to the gap and over the fence. And Brooke Rabelais goes yard, opposite field for home run number 12. And RBI number 53. Maybe those runs woke Sanamaw up. They were pretty fired up. The coaches were pretty fired up over there in their huddle outside the dugout, weren't they?
Yeah, I was going to say something fired them up.
Yeah, I think the coaches just had to give them a little wake-up call. Right. Because they looked like they were sleepwalking through those last couple of innings.
Yeah, definitely started off super aggressive and fell off a bit.
And now Devin Tanner. And again, I talked to Coach Amy, and she said this team is young. They got a lot of sophomores, so they're gonna have these moments where they kind of make mistakes and just make mental errors.
Yeah.
And they've been doing that. But that drive by Rabelais was nothing like a mental error right there. As the count now goes 2-0 to Devin Tanner.
Yeah, that was a beautiful hit by Rabelais.
Ball high. (3-0). Tanner sacrifice, singled and scored an RBI and popped the first. And now she has her walk. So this is not like Berry in the first couple of innings. She's given up a home run and a walk to start the 6th.
Yeah, it looks like that home run might have thrown her off a bit. She's got to find her groove again.
Now Olivia Johnson. Strikeout. Fielder's choice, RBI, run scored. And then lined to 3rd. Ball 1. Strike. 1-1. So Rabelais homered to start the inning. Tanner walked. Is that first? Way outside. 2-1.
Trying to get her to chase there. Definitely don't want to put anything too close over the plate in this situation with Sanamaw.
There's a drive foul out of play. Count 2-2. Looks like we may get a pinch hitter here for Landry, who has struck out 3 times. It looks like that's Raylan Hughes on deck. Count now. Full. Fouled away. Stays alive.
Johnson's taking some big cuts here. Being very aggressive.
Yeah, she's got long ball power. She's got 5 on the year. She's second in RBIs. Got her 30th RBI today. And ball 4. So the whatever the coaches said to the players has worked, as the first 3 batters have reached. And now it looks like Raylan Hughes is going to come in and hit. So she will hit for Katie Landry. Or maybe not. Now we're going to get another. We're going to see number 7 come out. That is Kai Gotro.
So when I played, I actually played with Kai's sister, Cami Gotro, that played at Santa Monica. She was their catcher.
Okay. So what's harder, playing softball or calling softball?
I'll definitely say playing, but my first game commentating, I almost thought this.
You get more comfortable with it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you picked up a lot of this very quickly, and it's just kind of instinct after you do it for a little while.
Right.
You've done a great job.
Thank you.
Nobody out. The bunt is dropped, and the throw 1-4 sacrifice.
That was a perfect way to move the runners over with no outs, using her as a sacrifice to just put these runners back in scoring position because they just need 3 or 4 runs.
I think probably what Coach Amy was doing right there, because she had Hughes in the on-deck circle. Once you got the second base runner on, I think she wanted somebody who had a little speed and was confident that she could drop a bunt. Seems like that's what she was thinking right there. There's a base hit, and will both runs score? They're waving the second one home, and there's going to be a cutoff by Vicknair, and 2 runs are in. Kendall Landry just helped her cause with a 1-out, 2 RBI single.
Yeah, that was a perfect hit to that right side. Like I've said, I mean, that's what she's looking for, and she's going to test those arms in the outfield as well with those runners coming in.
I think we're getting a courtesy runner. Is this going to be Rockefort? That's who it usually is. 27. It's Rockefort. We saw Brentley Burke warming up a little bit in the 5th inning. I wonder if she will come in and replace Landry and get to the bottom of the inning.
She did a good job of closing out the Prairieville game last time for the REV game of the week.
Yeah, that was a tense situation. It was 5-1. They got it to 5-4 on a home run in the 6th, and then they had second and third and 1 out. Couldn't get it. And there's a line drive caught by Vicknair, no play at first.
That was a great play. Great hustle by Vicknair.
And so the line drive bunt. Let's look at that replay. Good play, good hustle. And now
Hudson Bowler.
It should be Bowler. Ball high. So to finish my thought, we were talking about Burke potentially coming in. She came in and it was 5-4 with second and third and one out. In fact, they loaded the bases. And all they needed was one run to score to tie it. And Burke was able to get the last out and get the save. She had come in, I believe, the sixth inning. So she had given up a couple of walks and a couple of base runners, but she got herself out of it. That's a good sign.
Yeah, definitely shows a sign of mental strength right there.
2-0. Runner at first. 3 runs are in. Ball low. It's now 11-3. Santa Maria 3-0 to count.
Definitely looking for that perfect pitch here with 3-0.
Pitch. And a 4-pitch walk. And now you've got first and second with 2 outs. And the runner at first is the potential 13th run, which would be a 10-run lead. Cody at the plate.
Back to our speed at the top.
Took a strike right there. She walked and scored. She singled, had an RBI single. She scored a second run with her first base hit, and then she grounded to short. And that is caught by the catcher, and we will have a 7th inning as Kaylee Wilson makes the catch.
Right in her glove.
And Santa Maria gets 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, 2 left, and it's the bottom of the 6th, 11-3. Lady Gators with the lead as you get a replay of the bunt, and you don't see her make that many mistakes in a situation like that, but they were able to convert right there. And as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning, you get a good shot right there of Brooke Rabelais, who is having a game.
Yeah, great game.
She's doubled, walked, and homered. She's scored 2 runs and has 3 RBIs on the day. And we know that she is leading the team in batting average, home runs, and RBIs because her dad told us. As Chad Rabelais gives us all the stats for the Lady Gators, and I know those stats will be updated, so we're trying to update it for him on the air. We'll pitch in as we go to the 6th. And Landry's still in the circle. So we're not going to see Burke yet. 3-4-5, Jenna Blanchard, Brooke Vicknair, Sophia English. And there's a base hit to the gap, extra, as Blanchard is flying to second.
Beautiful hit in that gap.
And she never hesitated. Once she saw that ball fall and head to the gap, she was on her horse.
Yeah, great
hit.
job.
Look at her right there. She never doubted it for a second.
That's what you're supposed to do when you're base run. That hesitation will get you.
So that's her first base hit of the day. She's 1 for 3. Brooke Vicknair. Ball low. Fly to the left and a walk. We'll see how long they stay with Landry. Landry had a rough 5th inning. Gave up 2 runs. Fly towards the gap. And it is over the fence and out of here. 3 home runs in the last inning and a half. 2 for Dutchtown, 1 for Santamon. So a 2-run homer for Brooke Vicknair, and that will cut the lead to 11-5 as Brooke Vicknair hits her team-leading 7th home run of the year. And I thought that was going to be a line off the fence to the gap, but that thing just kept on elevating, rising, like you said.
That was a great job.
And we may see Burke now. I think Landry is about done for the day, and she had a no-hitter going into the 5th inning. She was pitching really well. But you get tired, especially at the end of the season, right?
Yeah, I mean, they've played a lot of games. They're getting ready for that postseason.
Yeah. So far, we haven't seen them pull the trigger yet, and they're not going to pull the trigger, it looks like. So let's see if Landry can figure it out herself. You got a 6-run lead, so you got a couple of runs to potentially play with right here. But I got a feeling if she gives up 1 or 2 more hits, get a couple more runners on base, that might be it. Now Sophia English with a ball. Flew to right and struck out, looking. Grounded to short. And Cody to Landry, 6-3 for the out. And so that's a good recovery right there by Kendall Landry.
Just getting them to put that ball in play and trusting her defense.
Yeah, Santamon has a great defense. Now Grace Berto, who flew to center and struck out. Two runs in for the Lady Griffins, making it 11-5. It was a 2-1 game early, but then Santamon exploded for 6 in the third and blew this game open. Now Dutchtown trying to fight back. But they're in a pretty big hole right now.
Yeah. They're fighting.
Oh, 0-2, 1 out. Outside. 1-2. Good shot of Kendall Landry. On track to get win number 13 of the year. Chase the high one. Strike out. And you get a second out of the inning. Now, continue.
It looked like she swung right under that one. It was like a nice rise ball.
Yep. Now Kaylee Wilson, she homered her last at bat. But no doubter over the left field wall. She also struck out. She'll just take that one right back. Bounce right off the cushion, right back to her. To 5. Dutchtown needs base runners and runs. First one was to the fence. Second one bounced to the plate. Vicknair has already homered this inning. Burke is back warming up in the bullpen. Ball 3.
Looks like they're going to let her try to finish, but I know she's tired.
Yeah. Well, you got the weekend tournament, and you got the final district game coming up. And you got the next game is going to be at home on Thursday against Live Oak. And then you got the weekend tournament. I'm sure what they would think is that maybe if you get Burke to throw a little bit on Thursday and save her for that, then you could have Landry rest until Saturday.
Yeah.
Popped foul. Wow, that was loud. Hit the tin roof over there.
Made a dent.
Yeah. Town is full. 2 runs in this inning, nobody on base. It's 11-5. And a swing and a miss. And the inning is over. 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, nobody left, and we go to the 7th, and it's 11-5 Sanama. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
Dr. Brian Hollis is Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Dr. Hollis has an excellent reputation for bringing state-of-the-art technology and the highest standard of patient care to Ascension. He attended LSU Dental School, and he completed a residency to become a board-certified specialist in orthodontics. An avid supporter in our community, Dr. Hollis is married to Celeste Pyron Hollis, and they have 4 children. Dr. Hollis, Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Grow up smiling with Hollis Orthodontics.
Get to know SEC Heating and Cooling this year. Locally owned and operated by Stephen Conyer since 2013, SEC Heating and Cooling works with residential and commercial customers in Ascension, East Baton Rouge, Livingston, and surrounding parishes. SEC specializes in preventive maintenance, repair, and complete changeout and installation of energy-efficient central air systems. From professional sales and expert installation of central AC systems to repairs and ductless AC systems, we can handle all your needs. For total peace of mind, call SEC today.
It's the final inning, unless we have extra innings. Jeff Borschgren, Wagasback with you, and Sanama up 11-5 over Dutchtown. And Paisley Berry will come into her 4th inning of work and face 2, 3, and 4, Riley Causey, Brooke Rabelais, and Devin Tanner. And so trying to keep this within 6 so that a 7th inning rally is feasible. Give you a couple of score updates in baseball with these 2 schools. Sanama and Prairieville are playing right now. It's 0-0 in the 4th. Dutchtown's playing EA, and it's 0-0 in the 3rd. So all the runs are in this game. Bunt. Strike. So last 2 innings, Landry's given up a couple of home runs. She's given up 21 on the year. That's a lot of home runs.
Yeah.
She's either feast or famine as they drop the bunt, and she's got that beat. I think they're gonna say that the second baseman juggled the ball, came out of her glove. I think she beat it out anyway.
Yeah, I think Causey would have beat it out regardless. But it looks like it did bounce there.
Yeah. So he was correct, although I think it was beat out anyway. We're going to call that an infield single. At least I am. That's her 3rd hit of the day. Now Rabelais. Strike. Home run. Her last at bat. No doubt about it.
Yeah. They're still working that inside corner for her. Try to get her jammed up, I guess.
Yep. She was able to turn on it last time. Push it opposite field. Whoa. Ho, ho, ho. That'll go out into the parking lot. 0-2. Straighten that out and see what happens. Ball low. 1-2. Nobody out. Halsey at first. Barry looking at her wristband, now in the circle, ready. Low. Wilson looking at first. Causey's going nowhere.
DUTCHTOWN definitely wants to limit the damage here and get these outs as quickly as they can and get back in the dugout.
Yeah, you can't give up any more runs. Base hit. And she has now reached base 5 times today.
Yeah, she's having a great game.
If we were giving out Player of the Game awards, she would have gotten that one for sure. She's scored 2 runs. She has a double, a single, and a home run. Doubt she would hit for the cycle.
And doing a great job on the plate as well.
Yep, and she's got 3 RBIs. And Long is going to run for her. And Tanner is going to come to the plate. Tanner sacrifice, single, pop-up, walk. She's there to drop a bunt. Couldn't do it right there. That's a ball. The 10-run rule is no longer in effect. We're playing 7 innings.
Yeah.
But you want more runs. And when you got nobody out and 2 on, the play is always to lay down the bunt.
Yeah, just to get some insurance runs for your team. I'm getting a signal from Coach Amy.
Takes the ball. 3-0. 1 pitch away from loading the bases. Now you might want to take a couple. DUTCHTOWN got it to 8-3. Then they gave up 3, made it 11-3, and then DUTCHTOWN got 2 back off the Brooke Vickner home run, making it 11-5. And that is fouled back. 3-1 is the count.
Big pitch here for the Gators and for DUTCHTOWN.
And that's a fly to center in play. Caught by Anna White. Runners do not advance. And you have 1 out. So Barry gets the first out of the inning, and now Olivia Johnson's going to come to the plate. She struck out. Fielder's choice, RBI. Line to third, walked and scored. First baseman playing in. Vickner is expecting a bunt. Ball 1.
I wouldn't be surprised with this just 1 out if she's trying to get these Runners moved over.
Katie Landry is on deck. She may bat for herself. Ball 2. They brought in Gotro to lay down a bunt. Her last at bat. That's on deck. And that one is popped to right, and Acord makes the catch, and the throw to third is not in time. Runner stays at first. That's long. So Causey moves to third. Rabelais will make that long, stays at first, and Johnson flies to right. And now Landry comes to the plate for herself. So in softball, East Ascension beat Denham Springs 13-3. And the runner goes, and the throw, she's in a rundown, and she is tagged for the third out, as they were trying to bait her into a rundown so that the other run could score, but it was unsuccessful. So you have no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. And now we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. And Dutchtown needs 6 to tie, 7 to win. And Dutchtown played in the state championship last year, as you look at some of the results.
Yeah, it looks like Dutchtown actually got defeated last year in the finals. 2025, Sam Houston took the title. 2024, 3 and 22, Sandoval won back-to-back state championships 3 years in a row. Year before that, 2021, Barb took the championship.
Right, and then in 2020, there was no championship because of COVID, and then in 19, Sandoval won it all again. And that's their goal this year. They are number 3 in the state, and they are 3 outs away from getting a win here at Dutchtown. Dutchtown, if they can't pull this off, they have a must-win tomorrow against Denham Springs. And like I said earlier, Denham lost to East Ascension. Denham Springs is winless in district. Dutchtown should be able to pull out a win there.
Yeah.
That is a must-win. If you lose that game, then any shot at making a home playoff game is probably out. But you're probably going to have to win one there. You're going to have to win that game, and then you still have one more district game.
I believe it's against East Ascension on Thursday.
Yes, the East Ascension game on the road. And they had a chance to beat East Ascension. You saw that in our game of the week a couple of weeks ago, as they wound up losing in extra innings. It was strange because it was 4-4. Dutchtown had a chance with the bases loaded and 1 out in regulation to win it. And then they couldn't do it, and then East Ascension got 8 runs in the 8th inning and wound up winning 12-4.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And that's not the usual final score of a baseball or softball game in extra innings. Of course, LSU got 10 in the 12th and beat Tennessee 16-6 this week, so you never know.
Yeah, you never, ever know.
It's 1-1 to Janice. Swing and a miss. This is 8-9-1. Caitlin Janice, Paisley Berry, Caroline Johnson. Janice struck out, rounded to second. And that's the first out. And Kendall Landry may be able to go to distance. There was a couple of moments there where I thought that she might need to be pulled. She gave up a couple of home runs. She gave up one to Wilson, and she gave up one to Vicknair, but she keeps fighting back.
Yeah, she does. It's great to see her, come over those kind of humps and persevere and end up finishing the game.
So now Barry came to pitch in relief of Vicknair. That's a ball. She has a single and a ground out. fouled away. 1-1. 5 hits from the day for Dutchtown. 13 on the day for Santa Monica. Ball outside. 2-1. Landry in the circle, ready, fouled away. Count now 2-2. So 2 outs away from a victory. Taking a moment, now we're ready.
Pitcher versus pitcher here.
Ball 3. Another score update in softball. Prairieville has lost to Live Oak 6-5. That's a tough loss for Prairieville. Still trying to make playoffs. They would be in right now. Ball 4. And it looks like we're going to have Hoagie coming back in. Prairieville baseball leads Santa Monica 1-0 now.
They're playing at Prairieville or Santa Monica?
That's at Prairieville. It's in the top of the 5th. So you have Hoagie running at first, and that is fouled. Dutchtown's broken through on East Ascension in baseball. It's 4-0 in the top of the 3rd. Dutchtown trying to stay in the top 4. And the ball and the throw back to first. And if they would have been able to pull off the tag, they might have gotten Hoagie right there.
Yeah, that was close and unexpected. I don't think Rabelais has thrown.
Yeah, that's the first time today. Landry got her glove on the ball, but if you watch, you're going to see, actually that was a second baseman. Tanner came from behind. Count 2-1 to Johnson. She has a walk and a run scored, top to first, and a single. Swing and miss. 2-2. Popped away. Now I know that district championships are not as important as state championships and going to Sulphur, but if Santa Monica can get the last 2 outs, then they would catch Walker, tied for first in district.
Okay.
Walker is not playing a district game today. They're the odd team out. A district title is always nice. It's 3-2. And it's ball 4. So no play at second. Hoagie is advancing on the walk. Anna White is up.
Dutchtown putting up a fight here with 1 out. Landry trying to finish strong.
Coach Nancy's not going to let her team quit.
No.
She's going to fight. All 1. She's won a couple of state championships at Parkview. She's been to a couple of state championship games at DUTCHTOWN. So her resume would indicate that her teams play hard and fight.
Yeah, that's a good culture to create.
She went up through Sanamaw too, playing. So she knows all about winning. And there's a base hit to left, and no runner will advance past their single bag. And so the bases will be loaded as White follows through with a single.
Yeah,
And
that was a great hit. Definitely a safe move for
Yeah.
third base coach not to send her just yet. Might have been a close call there.
And now we're going to get Burke. Couldn't quite make it, Kendall Landry. But she fought hard. So Burke will enter the game. And it was a nice outing for Landry. Through her first 4 innings, she did not give up a hit. But then DUTCHTOWN figured her out. In the last couple of innings, in innings 5 and 6, they were able to get 4 runs. And now you have the bases loaded and 1 out. And Burke comes in with a 1.68 ERA. She is 2-0 on the season.
Yeah, she's a strong pitcher, and she's still young, too. I believe she's a sophomore.
Yes. This is a real young team at a lot of key positions. That's something that Coach Amy does, and she's talked about that before. You want to have young players ready. Next person up.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to have a team that's got 8 or 9 seniors and then you're just left with nothing. They always have a sophomore or a freshman waiting in the wings. Out away.
Yeah, she stays developing them as they're young.
Yeah, she's a great planner. Some teams will have a big senior-laden team and win a championship, and then the next year they have nothing. Sanamaw never has that rebuilding year. I've not seen it.
No, me neither.
1-1 to Blanchard. Grand slam make things really interesting. Fouled away.
Oh, yeah, that would.
And she has the bat to do it. She's got 3. She hit 1 to the gap her last at bat. She's 1 for 3. She had to wait for that one and fouled it away. Off the light post, back into the field of play.
Yeah, Justin Hughes' different speed as well can be difficult for her as a batter. So, with 2 on her, she's really got to get that foot down and protect the plate.
1-2 outside. A run would make it 11-6. Full.
Trying to get her to swing there on that high pitch. Rise ball.
Blanchard's a senior, Mississippi College commit. She's not going to be fooled. And she gets the RBI on the walk. And it's 11-6. DUTCHTOWN is 1 run away from potentially getting the tying run at the plate. And Vickner, you know what she did last time, right?
Home run.
Yep. She homered to left center.
She's had a great game as well.
swinging forward right there. Oh and 1. Ball. Count 1 and 1. Try to keep the count right here. The scoreboard's having a little trouble right now. Two and 1. Sophia English is on deck. This infielder is just giving her some words of encouragement.
Yeah, big moment right here.
It's 11-6. It's 3 and 1. And if this run crosses the plate on a walk, then you are one swing away. And there it is.
Wow.
And so another run scores on a walk. And now the bases are loaded. And they're going to go back to Kendall Landry. Interesting. And she's given up a couple of bombs today. And a bomb would tie it. Can Dutchtown make it all the way back? That would be monumental.
Yeah, crazy game right here, the position that both teams are in, especially with the rankings.
This game looked like it was in danger of being a 10-run rule. It got to 8-1. It got to 11-3. Now it's 11-7. 2 runs are in this inning. So now you're going to get a courtesy runner. Logan Duran. So now the tying run is at the plate. I think he was just adjusting his mask. I don't think that was a strike. That was not the fist. And there's a base hit. 1 run scores. They're sending another throw to the plate. No throw. It's cut off, and it's 11-9. Wow. And so now 4 runs have scored this inning. It's 11-9.
Crazy position.
Yeah, runners at first and second. We have 11-9 on right now. There's a dispute on whether it's 11-9 or 11-10, but we have 11-9. There was a problem with the scoreboard earlier. So the go-ahead run, game-winning run is at the plate, and that's Berto. It's a ball. One ball, no strikes. Bouncer, base hit, and they're going to hold the runners. Now the winning run is at first.
Great throw by the outfielder. Perfect hit through that hole.
And Kaylee Wilson, who has a home run on the day. It's 11-9. 4 runs are in. Dutchtown with the drama.
With one out, they've really got themselves in a great position to win this ball game.
Yeah, the inning started with a strikeout. There's a base hit to the gap, and one run is in. A second run is in. They're bringing the game-winning run home, and she is safe. Dutchtown has won this game.
She's already walked off the field.
Yeah, the runner at first walked off the field.
They won.
Dutchtown has won this game. Even if she's out, that's the second out of the inning. This game is over. Dutchtown won. Oh my goodness. 3 RBI single to the wall by Kaylee Wilson. 3-run score. Dutchtown has won this game.
That is huge for them for these power rankings.
Wow. And Coach Nancy told me before the game that this team has a Cinderella quality to it.
That's true.
And they just stole one from Santa Maria. They get 7 runs on 4 hits. No errors, 1 left, and our final score is Dutchtown 12, Santa Maria 11. I've called some games while I've been here at REV. This is the craziest ending I have ever seen.
Between 2 schools in the same area. Amazing.
Oh, my goodness. It was 11-5 with 1 out, nobody on base. And Dutchtown just scored 7 runs without an out.
I mean, like you said, we thought at the beginning it was almost close to being a run rule for Santa Maria.
Yeah, this game almost ended a couple of times. Oh, my goodness. This is a shocking outcome. And Dutchtown, that is a win that could vault them into the top 16. Or get them pretty close. And you got a game against Denham Springs tomorrow, which is a winnable game. Oh, wow, what a finish.
Yeah, that shows a lot of fight for Dutchtown, and they stayed in it, and they stayed aggressive the whole time.
Coach Nancy's about to cry. I've seen her emotional a few times, but I've never seen her. I've seen her mad, and I've seen her happy, but I've never seen her like so happy that she's gonna. I wonder if she's ever seen that ever happen.
Yeah.
Look at that look on her face.
That is priceless.
Oh wow! No, I'm very happy for her getting that win and that comeback. It's tough for Santa Maria though, because this game they had this game all along. Looked like they could potentially give them the 10-run rule, but this is as unlikely a comeback as I have ever seen.
Yeah.
Whether I'm talking about basketball, football, soccer, it doesn't matter. And I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
This is a great regular season finale as Dutchtown wins this game by a final score of 12-11 as they score 7 runs in the bottom of the 7th.
Crazy.
Oh my goodness. We don't have a replay of that at bat, do we? Yeah, we're trying to hold off. I'm not sure if we do or not, but just a great game to watch.
It does look like she's emotional.
Yeah.
That's great.
Well, you see the end of it right there. That's the end result.
Wow.
And all 3 runs score.
Amazing.
And so that's going to do it for our broadcast. I don't know what else to say. I'm speechless. It's a great way to end the season, and Santa Maria is still going to have a great shot at making it to Sulphur.
Definitely.
And when you got a coach like Coach Amy Petrie, she's gonna build something off this outcome.
Definitely.
So we'll see what happens as Dutchtown wins on 7 runs in the bottom of the 7th, 12-11. And that's our final score. We want to thank Maggie, want to thank Priya and Zane, want to thank Lyle Boudreau back home. And thank you, Andre, for your directing job as well. And Corinne, we'll see you in the postseason perhaps.
Thank you, yeah.
And that's going to do it. I'm Jeff Porsche. Our final score, Dutchtown 12, Santa Maria 11. You've been watching the Rev Game of the Week.